Hello everyone. It's been a while. Been a while since I've put a video up. I think it's been like a month or something. But yeah, just catching up. And I was recently speaking to this straight guy who was, I don't know, like kind of, we were at a party and it was kind of, do you know how you have like chemistry with someone and then you instantly, not in terms of chemistry meaning sexual chemistry, but do you know how you can go from like just a general chit chat, oh hi, yeah, how do you know this person, who do you know at the party, blah blah blah, to a really intense conversation about sexuality and the fears of it. So I thought I'd like just explain and just go over what happened in this conversation because it got me really intrigued. And any thoughts, you know where to comment down below. So yeah, as I mentioned, I went to this party and I automatically kind of like saw this guy, and yes, he was attractive. And I'm not really sure if like it's because the way I look and he looks, and it like we just kind of ended up being next to each other, even though I usually get butterflies and I get really completely nervous, and I either just don't say anything and just like completely rape them with my eyes, which is not always a good thing, or I end up chatting to them, which is kind of nice because obviously you get in like a new intake and you actually get to speak to someone who is on the other side of the tracks. Kind of. So we ended up speaking, and really nice guy, really grounded, and just kind of we kept on like edging away at the party. Like, do you know how you just kind of are in with everyone, and then the more we talk, it's like, oh, do you want to go for a drink at the bar? And then more questions are asked. So pretty much asking questions like, oh, how do you feel being gay? Like, are your family accepting? And it was really nice actually, because I mean, obviously at the moment I'm back on track with my family. With my mom, but I was just explaining like some things it can be good for some people. Sometimes you don't get a good ride out of it. Some people get the best ride out of it. So I mean, it's not really like which cards you get dealt. So I asked him about like how does it feel to be straight, and like is he happy and things like that. And then when I asked him if he was happy, he asked me to go and sit down somewhere, and we were speaking, and it was like kind of painful to like kind of watch but also listen to, because for this you can't interrupt them, because I think they find it very hard just to kind of voice this opinion, because who knows who they're talking to about it. Probably no one. So that's really sad. But yeah, he got to speaking, and then after asking me some questions excuse me, after asking some questions about my sexuality and how I feel about being in London, and is it a fun, and I was like, yeah, but it's like being straight, it comes with its drawbacks and it's back and forth, so you just have to literally deal with the cards that you dealt and try and make the best out of any situation possible. So we were speaking, and do you know when they ask questions but they get really like, you get a really strong connection, and he like just broken up with his girlfriend for like I think 6 years, and he really couldn't understand it, but also couldn't understand like these new feelings that he was having. And I know that you can always instantly think, oh my god, he's gay, he's obviously going to be gay. He didn't really say that what the feelings were. He just said a new range of feelings, like, and I asked him, and he said like just sadness, like betrayed, because she just literally one day just came up to him and was like, it's not working for me, and then broke up with him. And that is painful, because especially when you don't have an answer, at least when someone moves away or they cheat on you, you can kind of hate them. In most scenarios, people just want people to die, don't they? Because then you never have to see them again. But but as we don't wish death on anyone, not even my worst enemies, then no. Hopefully, yeah. Anyways, so her and just how he's feeling about it, and being single is great for the like and obviously not at the time. And this is obviously me speaking, because I jump into relationships like left, right, and centre and get engaged more times than I can count. But I kind of was just really there for him, and it was really nice, because and he got quite upset, and then I hugged, and then at the party someone always literally sees this, like no one sees or hears the conversations that we were having, but then they come out or look over and come out into the garden where you're about to hug each other, and you're like, oh my god, what's going on here? And I'm like, oh, no, standard gaze for you. And then obviously I got messages like the day after, like by people saying, oh, you got really close to this guy, and I was like, no, I was just talking to him. And he did ask, well, whilst we were talking, for like my Instagram, and I was like, I don't think I can't get involved for chat if it's going to lead to that. I could barely get gay men to be interested in me, so I'm not gonna manipulate or confuse or entice anyone's feelings with me trying to be with a straight guy. Not again. And like, we're all there, we've all been there, we've all had our like sexual fantasies with straight men, straight married men, and I think I've grown out of that, because I always have that fear. This is a fear that's like long before I knew like kind of it was wrong, because back in the day I didn't know it was wrong. I used to get really like turned on by it. My fear now would to be, obviously my sisters are married, and my mum's been married, and my grandma's been married, and like just people married in general. If you like, my fear is like if you give someone an STD, like you're gonna give it to the wife, and that can actually cause severe problems to their pregnancies and children. So that is always in the back burner for me. And obviously I know that you don't know if everyone's married when you're doing these things, but yeah, it got me thinking that it was a rush back then, but it's not worth it if you're gonna like do irreparable damage to a relationship, because that's karma that's gonna come back to you. No matter what anyone says, that'll come back to you. Yeah, so back to the guy. It kind of just like shows, doesn't it, that everyone's got something going on. And obviously the questions that were asked were very like, do you like being gay? And like, do you think the world in itself is a happy place to be if you're gay? I said, being completely honest, and I said this recently when I went to go visit my mum, like, I love being gay, like, absolutely love it. Wouldn't even change it. I know people say, oh, it's such a shame you're gay, you can't have children. Like, I mean, technically, it's 2018. If someone says to you, you can't have children, it's the most pathetic excuse, or the most pathetic insult ever. It's like, we can have children, so probably raise them better than most straight people. But yeah, as I said, you can have everything you want. Maybe not get married in a church, but, I mean, that's another thing as well. When people want to get married in a church, gay people who want to get married in a church don't go to church at all, but then want to get married in a church. No, it doesn't add up at all. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this guy again, because like it's just our worlds wouldn't collide. But it was really beautiful to speak to someone and just kind of connect that way. I wish I could connect that way with a partner, but I don't know. I'm sure I will one day. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and you know what to do. If you like the video, like it in the little corner on the screen. If you want to subscribe to my channel, click the subscribe button, and if you want to be notified by new videos, literally I'm stumbling on every single word today. If you want to be notified about any video that I put up, then click that little bell icon on either side. And yeah, feel free to comment in the comment section below. Okay, love you loads, mwah, and thanks for watching. Mwah.